undefeated boxing icon with a 50-0 record recently weighed in on the situation, urging Jake to reconsider the Tyson fight. While some might dismiss this as a playful jab from a rival, a closer look reveals a deeper concern. Mayweather's words carry the weight of a seasoned veteran, recognizing a potential mismatch that could be detrimental to Jake's career, if not his health. The meteoric rise of Jake Paul in the world of celebrity boxing has been a captivating spectacle. From his YouTube vlogging roots to his undefeated professional record until recently, Paul has redefined the boundaries of online fame, translating into athletic success. However, his recent defeat against Tommy Fury has cast a shadow of doubt, and a potential upcoming fight with boxing legend Mike Tyson has ignited a firestorm of debate. Jake Paul's journey is unlike any other in boxing history. His initial claim to fame wasn't earned in the ring, but through the online world. You could see the reporter asking when he would get a real fight. His vlogs and energetic personality garnered him a massive following, particularly among younger demographics. However, a foray into the boxing world, initially seen as a mere publicity stunt, has gradually transformed into a more serious pursuit. Victories against fellow YouTubers and retired athletes like Ben Askren bolstered his professional record. Yet, these opponents lack the experience and pedigree of established boxers. Now, with his sights set on Mike Tyson, a heavyweight legend whose mere name evokes fear and respect in the boxing world, Jake is venturing into uncharted territory. Floyd Mayweather's intervention is significant for several reasons. First, his unparalleled achievements in the sport command respect and has dedicated his life to the boxing world. His undefeated record speaks volumes about his strategic brilliance and technical prowess. When Mayweather critiques Jake's decision, it's not coming from a place of jealousy or animosity, but from a genuine concern for the well-being of a fellow fighter. Secondly, Mayweather acknowledges Jake's promotional prowess. He recognizes Jake's ability to generate buzz and build anticipation for his fights. However, Mayweather emphasizes the stark difference between promoting a fight and actually stepping into the ring with a heavyweight like Tyson. Creating viral moments online is a far cry from enduring the grueling physical and mental challenge of a professional boxing match. The immense hype surrounding a potential Jake Paul vs. Mike Tyson fight is undeniable. The sheer novelty of a YouTube star facing a boxing legend has captured the public imagination. However, the hype machine can often obscure the realities of the situation. While the fight might sell astronomical pay-per-view numbers, the risk for Jake is immense. The world of professional boxing is unforgiving. A single misplaced punch can have devastating consequences. Mere bravado and internet fame will be no substitute for the skill, resilience, and experience needed to face a seasoned fighter like Tyson. The announcement of the fight rules has sparked debate among boxing fans, with many expressing concern over the implications of sanctioning such an unconventional matchup as a professional bout. Some fans reacted. The first wrote, "Nobody wins. It's a lose-lose-lose. Everyone. Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, and fight fans around the world." Another added, "It's disgraceful that the commission is letting someone fight with a 30-year age difference." The recent press conference between Jake and Floyd underscored the tension simmering beneath the surface. Floyd's verbal jabs left Jake visibly shaken, a stark contrast to his usual brash persona. This encounter served as a reminder of the vast gulf in experience between the two. Jake, fresh off a defeat, might feel emboldened by the potential Tyson fight, but Floyd's words were a timely reality check. Jake's loss to Tommy Fury shattered the illusion of invincibility he had carefully cultivated. The pre-fight trash talk and social media barbs only amplified the disappointment of the defeat. The sting of that loss is likely still fresh, and a fight with Tyson, a fighter renowned for his devastating knockout power, presents a monumental challenge. At the press conference, Jake attempted to spin the narrative, emphasizing the historical significance of the fight and Tyson's alleged desire for a war in the ring. However, it's worth considering how much of this was genuine enthusiasm from Tyson and how much was a calculated move by Jake to keep himself relevant in the ever-churning media cycle. Mike Tyson's response to questions about his age and readiness was characteristically brash. He playfully acknowledged Jake, but made it clear that once in the ring, the fight would be a no-holds-barred affair. This unwavering confidence embodies the spirit of Iron Mike, a fighter who dominated the heavyweight division for years. Whether Tyson is truly at his peak or not is irrelevant. His experience and knockout power are undeniable threats that Jake cannot afford to take lightly. The Jake Paul vs. Mike Tyson saga exemplifies the complexities of celebrity boxing. It's a world where fame and fortune can intersect with athletic competition, often blurring the lines between genuine sporting merit and pure entertainment value. Here, the thrill of the spectacle often overshadows the potential dangers faced by fighters, particularly those with limited experience like Jake Paul. The ethics of celebrity boxing matches are a topic of heated debate. While some view it as a harmless exhibition, others express concern for the safety of inexperienced fighters. Boxing is a brutal sport, and the risk of serious injury is ever present. When a YouTube star with limited training steps into the ring with a seasoned boxer like Tyson, the potential for a devastating outcome becomes a significant worry. Opponents of celebrity boxing argue that it cheapens the legacy of the sport. They believe that true boxing champions earn their stripes through years of dedication and grueling training. A YouTuber, regardless of their fame or promotional skills, simply cannot replicate the experience and skill set of a professional boxer. Furthermore, critics argue that these celebrity bouts exploit a fighter's vulnerability for financial gain. The allure of a massive payday might overshadow the potential health risk of these less experienced participants. Proponents of celebrity boxing offer a different perspective. They argue that these events can introduce a new generation of fans to the sport of boxing. The excitement and novelty of a YouTuber versus legend matchup can spark interest in the sport's history and tradition. Additionally, celebrity boxing events can generate significant revenue, potentially benefiting the sport as a whole. Supporters also point out that professional boxers, regardless of their opponent, are aware of the inherent risk involved in stepping into the ring. They argue that experienced fighters like Mike Tyson are well compensated for the risk that they take. The debate surrounding celebrity boxing is likely to continue. However, there are steps that can be taken to mitigate the risk and ensure a fairer playing field. Firstly, stricter regulations regarding experience levels and medical clearances for participants could be implemented. This would help to ensure that only fighters who are deemed physically fit and have a minimum level of training are allowed to compete in these high-profile bouts. Secondly, increased transparency regarding financial compensation for all fighters involved could help to address concerns about exploitation. Ensuring that both experienced boxers and newcomers are fairly compensated would be a crucial step in maintaining the integrity of the sport. Finally, promoting a culture of sportsmanship and respect within celebrity boxing is essential. While trash talk and hype are often part of the promotional game, it's important to remember the human element involved. Emphasizing the dedication and commitment required to succeed in boxing, regardless of fame or background, can foster a greater appreciation for the sport itself. The decision of whether or not to fight Mike Tyson ultimately rests with Jake Paul. Floyd Mayweather's warnings in the recent defeat against Tommy Fury have undoubtedly cast a shadow of doubt on his ability to compete at such a high level. If Jake chooses to pursue the fight, it will be a defining moment in his career. A victory against a legend like Tyson would solidify his place in boxing history, even if some consider it a novelty. However, a loss could have serious consequences for his health and reputation. The potential consequences of the fight extend beyond Jake himself. It will set a precedent for future celebrity boxing matches. Will this pave the way for more YouTubers and social media stars to challenge legendary fighters? Or will it serve as a cautionary tale highlighting the dangers of prioritizing hype over genuine skill? Tell us what you think in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest episodes.